motherfuckers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Now, is Bill O'Reilly coming on today, or is he traveling?
Bill O'Reilly is joining us, and who better than the great Bill O'Reilly, top nonfiction best-selling author? Yeah, where is the Irish music? You just like playing that song, right?
That song.
We love Bing Crosby.
Yeah. Are we ready, Bill? Phil, do we have it? Here it is.
When Irish eyes are smiling, sure 'tis like a morn.
Well, is there peace in Ireland yet?
I don't know about that, because there were a lot of protests going
Bill
on
O'Reilly,
there.
where are we starting today?
The Iranian thing is interesting. I think that you have a situation now where you have to assume that Iran is going to try to cheat. And I do believe that the Trump administration has built that in, that they'll try to move stuff around, as you were just reporting, and because these people, they're not looking out for anybody but themselves, and they truly believe it's their calling to have a nuclear weapon so they can hurt people. So you gotta go in with that posture that they're going to try to cheat, but that doesn't mean you reject the treaty. And why would you do that? Because if they do cheat, then the president will punish them the way he seems fit. What bothers me is that the media, which is aligned with the Democratic Party, does not want this deal. They don't want it to happen. I've never seen that. I've been around a long time, since U.S. Grant. I've really never seen a media rooting against its own country. But that's exactly what's happening. Within 10 minutes of the announcement that there was a deal, CNN put a guy named Nick Robertson on. He's been around forever. He's their foreign analyst. And he's trashing the deal right away.
They want turmoil. They want to try to affect November. They want turmoil. They want oil prices to stay at $100 a barrel because they're upset that we're going to have cheap gasoline again. They're upset that there's going to be no inflation, and they're upset that interest rates are going to come down because they can't blame inflation anymore. I mean,
but have you ever seen that before?
Yeah, I saw it under Trump 45. There was no inflation, and gasoline was $2.50 a gallon.
Yeah, even in the Reagan administration, where the president did not like President Reagan, they weren't actively rooting against their own country. I mean, they wanted to bolster Carter in the race, and they did everything they could to get Carter reelected. But there wasn't like, okay, the Soviet Union's going to collapse under Bush, and we're sad about it. Remember that?
Yep.
So I was at the collapse of the Berlin Wall. I was there, and the media I was standing on that platform with Jennings and Brokaw. Rather wasn't there. I don't know why, but I was within 10 feet of both of them, and there was a celebratory aspect to it. And now you compare then, and they didn't have any use for Bush the elder. They wanted Clinton to win, they being the media. But there wasn't, look, we can't allow the American people to celebrate this victory, because we'll say it isn't a victory. Now, I expect that, as you just pointed out, John, from the opposing party. You expect that. And they did it right away. And it's legacy versus legacy now. Obama's involved because he's looking at it from, I did X. X didn't really work, but I'm going to say it worked, and this isn't working. So you got a former president against a current president. Fascinating story, but as we approach July 4th, the 250th anniversary, I've never seen a country other than the Civil War in a historical basis as divided as it is now.
There's got to be a big blowout one way or another this November because the American people, I don't think they're that stupid. I think they're starting to see what the heck is going on. As a matter of fact, right after this, your interview here, Melissa DeRosa is going to come on, who's very big in the Democratic Party, and she's going to talk about the big divide in the Democratic Party.
You know, you had Hakeem Jeffries, the New Yorker, second in command in the House, wouldn't answer the question, hey, if you win in November, you're going to impeach Trump again. I mean, do you think the American people want to go through this circus again? It's impossible to remove him because the Senate's you're never going to get 2/3 of the Senate to do that. But it's just, I think turmoil is the right word. The opposing party, the Democrats, they want turmoil.
They have lost their minds, Bill O'Reilly, and they've lost their minds.
Yeah, and they're campaigning on it, too. I mean, as we're going to talk to Melissa, like, one of the things that's stunning to me, guys, is that they're out there this weekend, abolish ICE. I've never seen them, like, say, they're going and the mass men doing this, and Trump is the worst, and even saying they're going to impeach Trump, some of them. I mean, it's really frightening, Bill. I've never seen people so blatantly anti, like you said, American.
Where are they on the 300,000 kids who are missing?
Jane Fonda crew. And Jane Fonda is about as anti-American as you can get. I mean, anybody who was around the Vietnam era, what that woman did, and she apologized for it, and Americans largely forgave her, but now she's at it again. So I think she's 88 years old. I really think it's time for Jane, and I will pay for this. A few weeks on Caribbean island or something, take some time off, Jane, and take Robert De Niro with you.
Oh, my goodness. By the way, Bill, you just triggered it. Did you see what Robert De Niro said this weekend? I couldn't believe it.
I mean, I know De Niro. I told you the story about me and Ethel Kennedy and De Niro.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's just a loon. Sorry, Robert. You're a great actor, but you're a loon. And but Jane is out there screaming, okay, Jane, we get it. And I just want a couple of things about the Knicks. As you guys know, I'm a Knicks fan, and I go to some of the games. But I'm not, in with the Gardens. They don't give me anything, or I wouldn't take it anyway. I don't do that. But I knew it was much better for the Knicks to win in San Antonio than in New York because of the thug factor, I call it. And there were 63 arrests at least. We'll get updated numbers later on today.
They burned the school buses. They burned some buses.
Police cars, 70 police cars.
10 cops in the hospital. Not one of those miscreants who participated in that, not one, will be prosecuted by Bragg, I predict. Not one.
Horrible.
It's frightening. By the way, what an amazing game that was on Saturday night, Bill. I couldn't believe they came back, and when they won, that was just, I was glued watching it.
It was an interesting game. I'm not a sports guy, but I know a lot about sports. So I go on with Sid every Thursday, and I have to school him sometimes. So I knew, or, put my money where my mouth was, that the Knicks were going to win. And because it was essentially Brunson against the big giant Wemby. That's what it came down to.
Yep.
And Brunson puts up 45.
Right, and the rest of the team did 49 points.
Right.
I mean, you can't. How amazing was that guy? Was Brunson?
And then you could see that the younger kid, I think he was only 22 years old, he didn't have control of the game. He should have been by the glass. He should have been in tight because he's so much bigger than everybody else, but he wasn't. He was standing at the three-point line. And I said, man, the Knicks are getting a big, big break. Just watching how Wemby played the game. But the difference between the New York crowd and the San Antonio crowd, I think the San Antonio crowd went out to eat chicken fried steak at halftime and didn't come back. They knew. But it was great for the city, and sports should bind everybody together except for Robert De Niro. But I was happy to see it in Texas because it would have been 100 times worse had they won at the Garden.
Yeah, sadly. Absolutely. And how sad is that? But it is great. And I can't wait to see the ticker take parade is going to be on Thursday. So that's going to be neat. And they deserve it. I mean, it was been the most amazing series, I think, Bill.
I really thought they were going to stretch it out to 7 games.
Well, that was a conspiracy that they wanted to do it. But Catsimatidis is so involved with the parades that he should be, leading it. I don't know how many Greeks are on a team. I think there's none. But you got the Greek. And it's Pride Month, so we're all proud. I don't know what we're proud of, but we're proud. And so everybody will be out there.
Oh, it's going to be huge.
I hope that everybody's having fun and not burning down school buses. I mean, come on.
I mean, that was horrible. Those people should go away and throw the key away.
It's horrible. It is. But I agree with you, Bill. I fear that you're right. They're just going to get a slap on the wrist.
Melissa DeRosa is waiting on the other line.
Yep. Hey, Bill, thank you. We love you, Bill.
Thank you. And we're going to go to Melissa and see what the heck is going on in the Democratic Party.
Thank you, Bill. Thanks so much.
Okay, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.